Hello, my name is George Crouch. I'd like to introduce you to my friend George Schaefer. Dr. Schaefer spearheaded the Clemson University School of Architecture's senior class project. The project was titled Three Rivers Engagement Center. The students were tasked to create concepts of a bridge to engage both sides of the Congaree River in South Carolina. The Congaree River is a confluence of the Saluda and the Broad Rivers. The 1,200-foot width of the Congaree River separates the cities of Columbia and West Columbia. Here's Dr. Schaefer speaking about the project and the students' work.
In the capital city. So I worked on developing a partnership with AIA Columbia, and it's our goal that every year, at least for one semester, a group of Clemson students is working on a project in the city of Columbia. And that Columbia AIA's role in that is to help propose ideas for what types of projects students would like to work on and what types of projects will need to further the conversation locally. What does the city of Columbia, what are they confronting? What are the most important issues that architecturally, in terms of master planning, urban design, and architecture, are in the forefront of Columbia? And if students work on it, what ideas can sort of be amplified as a part of that ongoing conversation? So since 2018, we've done every year a significant project in the city of Columbia. In 2018, we worked on the Jim Moore Cadillac site on North Main because Historic Columbia was interested in the repurposing of that building and did a project. And the way it goes, the way it should go, sans a pandemic, is that it's a semester-long project. We typically, at the very beginning of the semester, bring the entire class to Columbia for an overnight trip. On that trip, the students engage with the site. AIA Columbia helps assemble a panel of experts or stakeholders. For this project, the students actually did have time. At the beginning of the semester was before the pandemic. So we brought 68 students down to Columbia, and they got to hear from Temple Ligon about his famous bridge project and get his perspective on his inspiration for how to revitalize the riverfront by occupying that space. And then also we assembled a panel of experts. So we had people from the Planning Commission, we had the Riverkeeper, Karen Kustafic, who is the park ranger for the parks along the river, Charlie Thompson, who has the whole history relative to the Guignard property along the river, and Lee Snellgrove with One Columbia History and Art organization. And they provided the students with a wealth of knowledge about what's important, why the riverfront is really important to the city of Columbia, what are the challenges in terms of riverfront development, so that the students can go back feeling energized that, hey, there are people that really care about this, we're more invested in the work. And then at the end of the semester, if a pandemic doesn't happen, what we typically have done is we have an exhibit of the work. We print out the large boards, AIA Columbia sponsors that. Typically we would have it in the design center on Main Street across from the museum. Unfortunately for this project, the pandemic happened. And so all of this work has been basically just on my computer for over a year. So it's really important that we complete the circle, and after the students sort of have an opportunity to explore their vision for a project, that we come back to the stakeholders in the community and say, hey, here's some of the ideas that came forth. Hopefully this will help you start really important conversations about what development wants to look like in the future for the city of Columbia. So you being here tonight really is sort of us starting to complete the circle on this really important project, so thank you for being here. I do want to say that we are still going to have a traditional exhibit of this work. I want to thank George and Rusty for printing these projects out on 11 by 17, but imagine them on huge boards. They're very dense with information, so stay tuned. Typically, those exhibits are tied to First Thursday events, and so we're either going to find a space that's not, the design center is being renovated right now, so there's not a space on Main Street right now to do it. So either we're going to have an exhibit in a different space, or we're going to wait until the new design center opens to do that. So stay tuned, and you'll get a chance to see all of the work, and that work will also, the whole public will be able to see it.